Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to once again help you understand sense of all the madness on this planet we call, on this flat earth, on this flat planet that we call Earth. All right, so I'm going to make this as quickly as I can because I'm going to read some verses in the Bible. Now, here we go. First of all, I don't care what religion you belong to, what is your political alliance, what is your educational level. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot escape from the fact that you have been worked, that you have been living under a spell. Now, whether you are part of the agenda or not, is only you can answer that. But most people are not. They just go along with the flow. You got to understand one thing. When you become part of the machinery that is established by men on this earth, then you don't have no right to complain as to why the things are the way they are. Okay? So you got to understand that wisdom, I call it the devil's wisdom. Okay, ever since our parents were psychologically worked at the beginning and incite and provoke to disobey our Creator, ever since then, the devil has been working. You think he stopped there? No. He knows that we humans that people are actually waking up. I mean, for instance, take a look at this last days that we're living under. This last days that we're living under this matrix. The devil knows, and his fallen angels that work with him, his legions of demons, okay? So they got to work the masses quickly, okay? Quickly before they realize, before they see the light. Let me give you an example. The art of opposition, the paradigm of opposition. For instance, you got a Republican Party, you have a Democrat Party to the left, and then you have a political party to the right, which is the Republican. So you got Democrats on the left, who are, by the way, called the left, and the Republicans are called the right, which are so-called conservatives. So now you see how they psychologically have worked the masses. Okay? Your vote has never counted. Because the ones, whether you want to believe it or not, I do not care. Let me say it again. I do not care whether you believe this or not. My job is simply to bring it to you. Whether you are ready for this truth, whether you are going to accept it, is up to you. All I got to do is open the door for you. You're the one that's going to have to walk through it. You understand? Now, will you be willing to walk inside the door of truth? Or do you want to stay in Wonderland and be part of this machinery upon earth that have existed for millenniums? And that machinery is voting, choosing sides, using your positions, when at the end of the day, there are no two sides, okay? There's more than meets the eye when it comes to so-called opposition party fighting against each other, making you pick a side. Because you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, political leaders live off the people's divisions. Because you got to understand that politicians and leaders, so-called leaders, live off people's miseries. That's why they love to create miseries throughout history. Okay? We cannot escape the fact that men have created many diseases. Because if there were no diseases, then there wouldn't be no doctor. You understand? And the doctors make a lot of money. The pharmaceutical enterprise, okay, the pharmaceutical industry would not survive if people were doing good, health-wise. You understand? So you see, everything is connected. So do not believe these lies, this trick that have been playing on humanity. Now you may say, well, I kind of knew that, Ruben, but we still got to vote. Vote for what? When they know, for instance, let me just tell you, let me give you an example. For instance, see, Donald Trump knew ahead of time, believe it or not, that Joe was going to win. Okay? He knew, because the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, America has been compromised. See, you cannot bring America back, because America, you got to do your studies, you got to do your research. America was actually founded on blood, sweat, and tears of the people that were already here. Who are they? The Native Americans, the Indians. So you got to understand, okay, that is the reality. Now, before that time, who was the most suffer tribe out of all the tribes? The tribe of Judah, who are the so-called Negroes, the black people, the same tribe where Christ came out of. Believe it or not. And by the way, the color of blackness, and I'm going to make a video on that, is part of a punishment. I have given you a taste of it. If you go against what I'm saying to you, then you will go against the Bible. I don't come here for you to agree with me. Or hey, listen, you agree with me. This is not about opinions, or you agreeing with me or disagreeing with me. What I preach here, or what I show here, is realities that you can do your own research on. Because the only thing that are going to save humanity, even for those that have gotten the jab, ladies and gentlemen, is wisdom, spiritual wisdom. And what is the meaning of wisdom? Wisdom is the beginning of the fear of God, the great I am. So ever since our parent was worked by these beings from the spiritual realm that the Bible calls that old serpent, the devil, they are actually fallen angels, and they can take up any form of life to work their agendas, and that is exactly what is happening on earth right now. That's why you see all this, and this has been the history throughout human history. That's why you see spaceship in the sky. You see phantom. You see spirit vision. You see spirits. Ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna see signs in the sky. It's all part of the destruction, of the great destruction that is coming. The reality is that this called extraterrestrial beings, ladies and gentlemen, are actually a spirit being from the spiritual realm, which are evil in nature, that are here to deceive humanity. Because you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, as I previously said on one of my last videos, men have always worshipped so-called gods. for the purpose of what? Of working the masses into getting tired of this concept of a God. That's one. Two, to get humanity to worship him. But he's so stupid and he's so ridiculous, the devil is, that he's going to have a dying creation, because humanity is here for a little time only. We live a temporary existence. We come and go, right? This thing called the devil, this old serpent, all right, who was once called Lucifer when he was in heaven. Ladies and gentlemen, this garbage is so stupid that he would want humans to worship him. What's your mind, man? Do you have any? He doesn't care. Okay? See, when there's no logic in your game, you don't care. And that's how most people live on this planet. They don't care. For instance, the people that have taken the jab, their attitude is, hey, you're gonna die for something anyway. See, when you take that kind of attitude, you are disrespecting the creation of life itself. And you will see him face to face. And I want you to tell him, well, God, I took the job because, we all gonna die anyway. Okay? Exactly. We die every day. But guess what? Was this the purpose of what we were created for? To just die? Think about it. We were not created to die. We were created to live life to the fullest and to live the life forever. So unless if you don't know your history, then you are subject to anything. See, like that old saying goes, when you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And that is exactly what has happened to humanity. People don't stand. They don't have any principle. It's like, let bygone be bygone. Life is too short. What the heck? Let's enjoy life. The fact is, this present human generation have disrespected life. And if you disrespect life, you disrespect the life creator, the life giver. Oh, I forgot, excuse me. You believe in evolution, then you are disrespecting evolution. So no matter which way you go, you are living on the wrong path. You are living the wrong ways. You are not, so let me get this straight. You believe in evolution, right? And by the way, when you believe in evolution, you believe in a theory. Just like the theory that they're trying to push on school in America, which is called, what is it? Critical race theory. So there we go. Every time you see the word theory on it, satanic, which means that you cannot prove what you're saying is right. So anyway, so if you believe in evolution, so let me get this straight. You think that we are here on this planet because we evolved through billions and billions of years upon this planet, or as Carl Sagan used to say, we are space travelers, the billions and billions of stars in the universe. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, the more you know, the closer you get to God. The further away, the less you know, the further you get away from your Creator. Okay? So here we go. Humanity is trapped in stupidity. I call it the maze of stupidity. Humanity is lost upon maze of stupidity, in a labyrinth of stupidity and cynicism, selfishness, trying to justify their existence upon a belief or a theory of evolution, which will justify their beyond animal behavior. So instead of moving forward with this evolution satanic theory that people believe, we are going backwards. Instead of life evolving and we respecting the laws of physics and all of that, we are walking backwards because we are killing ourselves. And we exploit each other's miseries, as I previously mentioned. I know. I was one of them. I used to sell drugs. I used to be a drug dealer back in New York in the 1990s. Okay? And I used to make mad money, which I totally wasted. Okay? So why did I have enough money? Because people's miseries. So let me just say this so that so I can just hit the Bible right now. Let me just tell you, we are so worked, ladies and gentlemen, that we don't even see what is coming, even when it is predicted, when it is prophesied. What the world is going through right now, through this experiment, was predicted by Dr. Fauci back in 2017. And this thing was actually carried out in a drill scenario back on October 18, 2019, on what is called Event 201. Google it. And now, voila, 2020, there it is. And now they're talking about something else, which will bring back the that thing that people use in their faces to put, which is, ladies and gentlemen, really, if you really look at it, if you really do your research, it's a shame of the control and the power that these people have over you. Okay, so get this through your head. Your leaders, your organizations such as Hollywood, NASA, your scientific community, the NSA, National Security Agency, the IRS, the Federal Reserve, the FBI, the secret, the CIA, they have all lied to you, ladies and gentlemen. But they don't care because they know that America is done. So this is like the survival of the fittest. So forget about, you talk about traitors. Man, traitors doesn't even fit these people. The sin that they had committed, I mean, being treacherous doesn't, treason, doesn't even fit. Okay? Treasonous, no. These people have committed sin against humanity, not to mention the fact that these people has gotten away with convincing people that, hey, it's okay to kill your kids and to bring it out in pieces out of your mother's womb, out of their mother's womb. Hey, it's no problem for two men to get married. It's not, and even this, the Supreme Court, and that goes to show that who's really in charge. The Supreme Court is not in charge. The demons are, because America is about to go down. Get this through your head, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot emphasize this enough. America is done. That's why they have created all this, since the civil rights movement, they have created all these groups, okay? They have financed all these groups. Okay? You have the Martin Luther King, right? Which is, I mean, again, a Baptist minister, really. Then when we live in a Freemasonic society, Masonic society, America is a Freemasonic corporation. And you think you're gonna survive in it? You think they will let you survive under this matrix unless you accept what they tell you to do, which is to go to hell? Will you be willing? Will you submit yourself to go to hell? Literally. Okay? Because, ladies and gentlemen, even though hell doesn't exist, it will. Your life, you, by subjecting yourself to these people's wills, okay, then you have agreed to this experiment. All right? Now, one thing that people talk about the left and the right. Oh, the left, the liberals. And then you talk about the right and the conservatives. Ladies and gentlemen, these people are the same kinds of birth, the same birth of the same prey. See, you are the prey. Humanities are the prey. These people that play you with this left and right paradigm, ladies and gentlemen, Democrats and Republicans, and you have voted all this year, then where's your reward? What would it benefit a man if he saw his soul? Okay? And then wind up losing his soul. I'm going to tell you about the left. Okay? Okay, I feel so bad for Satanists out there. They talk about, hey, Satan. Ladies and gentlemen, these people don't have the slightest idea of who the enemy really is. They think they do. They're just doing this out of rebellion. Because you got to understand that the human mind is enmity against God. Okay? We are rebellious creatures. We go against our Creator. We are ungrateful creatures. So having destroyed this evolution crap, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the people what you call the left, they have lived to their satanic sacred symbols. Oh yes, they have lived to their symbolic gestures. Let me just give you some example. Take a look at what the Bible say about the left, and then I'm done. Okay? So I just want you to make sure that you understand that the Bible covers everything. This book is the instruction manual book of human creation. So you better get on it if you want to be saved through this. Because America is done. The time of the slaughter is coming, and her enemies will be coming from everywhere. Okay, even the meat, it says in the Bible. Iran, ladies and gentlemen, Iran is at the America's doorstep. The Medes are the Persian Empire, which are the Iranian, where the Iranian nation came out of. And they want America so bad. They're going to show you the meaning of binary. They're going to show you the meaning of equity. Actually, God is going to let it happen. They're going to show you the meaning of no justice, no peace. Not knowing that you have been played. They have created all this to trap you. All this organization, like I was saying, you have Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. back in the civil rights movement. Even he said it. I feel that I'm taking my people into a burning building. Then you had the Black Panther Party, which was created by the CIA and was where most of the gang culture came out of, which controls Chicago, Baltimore, Detroit, Indiana, New York, you name it. The Bloods, the Crips, okay? Satan's disciples. So many of them. The Latin kings. It is sad. God's people have been blinded, have been worked. And what are they doing? They are killing each other. Oh, but they are celebrating Juneteenth. How many black on black crime has been committed ever since Juneteenth came along? Don't you understand, ladies and gentlemen, that all these holidays are paganistic in nature, in their very essence? Remember the big fight back in the Roman Empire? Okay? False flag events have always happened. So this experiment in the United States is a false flag it's a false flag event. You may say, Ruben, but this is happening and so many people die. Yeah, of course. Remember what I said. They live off people's misery and ignorance. So if they got you going one way while they're working you the other way, that's great. They distract you. Where's the big salami that was going to be coming out concerning the UFOs? You understand? You understand, ladies and gentlemen? So this, we don't have any logic. We live in a crazy society where people are killing each other. Mothers are killing their babies. Sons are killing their mothers. Sons are killing their fathers. Fathers are killing their sons. You got all kinds of craziness out there, and people don't know how to explain it. They don't understand it. For instance, you got this lady in the Olympic trials. I forgot her name, Neri, whatever her name is. She's got this athletic activist or something like that. This woman's bipolar. First she had the American flag, spread out. She was like going along with it. And then she goes to this. She wants to go to the Olympics. Why would you want to represent a country that is using you because you want to bring a point? Well, why don't you do what I'm doing now? Preach the gospel. That's what God wants you to do. Instead of acting so ridiculous and being naked and showing all your body with your helmet throw thing or whatever. So you see how they used you? The same way they have used religion. Look at our people. They're so religious. But look at our people killing each other all over the place. Where's the spiritual guidance? There is none. Because all religions are man-made and they are Satan's inspired. It's the greatest trick play on the human creation. They believed in God because through you worshiping them, you have been worshiping the devil. The Mayas did it. They used to worship the Kukulkan. The Aztec did it. They worship the Quetzalcoatl, which is the sun god. You got the demon's distro, Kila, Shiva in India. You got Krishna. You got Ra in Egypt. You got so many gods in the Native American communities. Not even, and look at them. Don't they walk around possessed, ready to kill, whacked out of their mind with drugs? So, ladies and gentlemen, please, it is time to wake up. Now let's hit the Bible. Now, first of all, let's go to Matthew. Matthew 25. Matthew 25. Look what the Bible says about the left. So you understand, they're proud of calling themselves the left. The whole media is left because the whole world is actually evil. Even who you call the conservative and the right, they're all in it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Matthew chapter 25, verse 33. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, you blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. 35. For I was an hungered, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. 36. Naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. 37. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungry, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drinks? 38. When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? 39. Or when saw we thee, sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these children, my brethren, you have done it unto me. 41. Then shall he say unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, you cursed, into everlasting fire, prepare for the devil and his angels. So you understand, being in this way and this path is a way of life. It's not believing in any religion or following their tradition. You understand? Thank you. Now let us go to Ecclesiastes 10. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 2. Okay? Look at this. Continuing with the left. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 2. A wise man's heart is at his right, at his right hand, but a fool's heart at his left. 3. Ye also, when he that is a fool walketh by the way, his wisdom faileth him, and he said to everyone that he is a fool. Psalm Psalm 110. Psalm 110, 110, first verse. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. You understand? That's exactly what is going to happen. Now let us go to Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 15. Oops, I'm sorry. No, there's no such thing as Ephesians chapter 15. I'm sorry. It's verse 1. It's actually verse 1, verse 20th. And it says, which he wrote in Christ when he raised him from the dead and set him at his own right hand in the heavenly places. 21, for above all principality and power and might and dominion and every name that is named, not only in this world, but also in that which is to come. 22, and had put all things under his feet, and gave him to be the head over all things to the church. 23, which is his body, the fullness of him that filleth all in all. Now let us go to Isaiah 62. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Isaiah 62 verse 8 says, the Lord hath sworn by his right hand and by the arm of his strength, surely I will no more give thy corn. I will no more give thy corn to be meat for thine enemies, and the sons of the strangers shall not drink thy wine, for the which thou hast labored. You understand? The end of our sufferings is coming. Okay? Now, staying in the same book, Isaiah 48, verse 13. Mine hand also hath laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand hath spanned the heavens. When I call unto them, they stand up together. You understand? All right, Exodus, the last verse, ladies and gentlemen. Exodus 15. Exodus 15 verse 6. Exodus 15 verse 6. Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, hath dashed in pieces the enemy. So you understand? Remember what Confucius says, that philosopher and mathematician back in China hundreds of years ago. Remember what he says? Symbols rule society, not laws and rules. No, symbols, because the Satan symbols have to be present. So now you understand why the Democrat Party used are known for being the left. You think it's by design? You think it's by coincidence? No, they are no coincidence. They are reasons. This is by design. And the right, which are the Republicans, ladies and gentlemen, please, they are all birth of the same, they are all feather of the same bird of prey. Do not get it twisted for your own sake. I'm just going to leave this up to you. I'm just going to put this in your mind. And I'm going to say what it is. But just think, ladies and gentlemen, while people were on lockdown due to this pandemic, do your research and see what the powers that be were putting up all over the place. So that those things, those particular things can work with the frequency on your body with the jab that you have gotten inside your body. They will control the masses. May God bless you. And there's more. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, as I always have said, we have lost our human essence. Okay? We have lost our ways, which is the spiritual essence. Okay? We have lost our way, which is the spiritual essence, because we were created by our Creator. The invisible made the visible, which is us. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen, and there's more. Y'all take care.